Our state is leader in the auto industry in Mexico, but we're now switching not only to keep developing the traditional automotive industry, but specifically the electric and the autonomous driving sector. We are sure these are trends that will allow us to have a rapid economic growth in the sectors of the future, which is our vision or where to be and where to go now. In 2021, Nuevo León ranked third nationally in the production of auto parts, including engines, transmissions, between others, which represent 20% of the total production. There are currently more than 200 companies that employ more than 100,000 people of this sector in Nuevo León. According to national figures, 30% of our state exports belong to the transportation equipment sector. It is also the top industry of foreign direct investment in Nuevo León, representing almost 50% of all the manufacturing industries flown in the last year. Just to mention some examples of recent investments are Kia Motors, Navistar, Polaris, Daimler, Kawasaki, John Deere, Brembo, Yanfeng, CF Group, Hyundai, and many others important players. From October 2021, we've started our administration. We had 73 new foreign direct investment projects that have confirmed that they are coming to Nuevo León, of which 20% are from the auto industry. And as of today, we have more than 360 potential projects on the negotiation of establishing operations in Nuevo León, of which 72 belong to the auto industry. That means 20% of the total. As you can see, Nuevo León is a hub for high-tech components for electrical vehicles. For 2 years, the state has attracted significant flows of foreign direct investment from the suppliers of this type of components for the electric car manufacturing like Tesla, which is building a plant in Austin, Texas, just a few hours away. Our state has all the conditions and the qualified labor required to be able to produce these components. Being high-tech cannot be established just anywhere, which represents a competitive advantage for us. Also, there are some Monterrey companies such as Nemak, Metalsa, Catcon, and Grupo Quimco that are currently moving towards the manufacturing of components for electric vehicles. Actually, talking about Quimco, we know that they have already built a prototype of an electric vehicle built in Nuevo León. And we have recently also learned that we are building in Nuevo León commercial tractors, electrical commercial tractors. We also know that soon, very soon, we're going to be building buses, electric buses. So Nuevo León is going in that way. We saw, like Andrés just talked about Hanover Fair, we saw what was the future. Anecdotically, I can also say we saw a car that flies. Really, we saw that car. But the important thing is where this sector is going. How there are very important countries like Germany, like Deutschland, like Poland, that they're really investing and looking to the future in these sectors. Well, Nuevo León is looking that way. We are on the set of going to that direction. The pandemic and its effects were difficult, but in Nuevo León we have done very well. And we are seeing the results of our resilience. The numbers show us that we are on a very good path and what we're recovering very favorably. We are a leading state in attracting foreign direct investment. Only in 2021, we received more than $4 billion, representing a 30% annual growth of the previous year.
EMobility is definitely transforming the automotive industry. Probably the relevant question is not whether we need a car or a train, but how to make transportation sustainable within a systemic view of the cities and communities' development. Obviously, the answer is not an easy one, but it is through the collaboration among industry, government, academia, that strategies can be designed and actions put in place to make mobility aligned to making our cities and the quality of our life sustainable over time, not for these generations, but also for the forthcoming generations.
Well, I already mentioned that Mexico is the number 7 producer of autos worldwide. Last year, and this is very relevant, last year we were number 6, and we were moved or removed by South Korea, which pushed us down. That's very relevant because Mexico is in the process of negotiating a free trade agreement with South Korea. And also, as president of this association, I am between crossfire because some of our members would love to have that agreement. Some of our members don't want to have nothing to do with that agreement. So this is a very relevant, not only in the auto industry, but in other industries. This will be a very relevant free trade agreement when the moment comes to sign it. It's very interesting how the production of cars worldwide is moving. And I think it's important to mention here that when you are looking to attract foreign investment, any kind of foreign investment, but especially in the auto industry sector, the micro component market moved to that sector. And when cars manufacturing restarted to be produced in a larger amount, there are not enough micro components in the world. There are only 3 or 4 factories at this moment in Asia that are producing those. There are 2 more factories that are being built in the United States. And as of today, that's the information I have. I don't know if there's another one somewhere else. I know there are other kind of semiconductors that are being manufactured in different countries. But at least the ones that are for the auto industries have that problem. There are a few producers, and the demand in the market has grown big enough that they are not able to comply or to fulfill the demand. The prospect for 2022, 2025, well, these are some variants that could affect the auto industry and the development of the auto industry in the world.
Give us a like about this video and subscribe to the channel. Thanks again and see you soon.